I never believed houses could hold grudges. But when your next door neighbor starts drilling into shared walls at 3 a.m. to remodel his side, while knowing it shakes your newborn awake every night, you learn that silence can be weaponized, and so can sound. My name is Mia Reynolds. We moved into 2214 Maple Court in suburban Riverton, Connecticut in the spring of 2022, right after our daughter Lila was born. Maple Court is one of those tidy dead-end streets, brick colonials with neat shutters, basketball hoops, minivans, and Halloween decorations that stay up just long enough to avoid HOA fines. It's the kind of place where people wave from porches and leave casseroles when someone's sick. Safe. Boring even. We needed boring. After years of city noise and fertility treatments, the quiet was medicine. Lila slept through the night by week 8. I started a small home bakery from the kitchen, custom cakes, mostly wedding orders. My husband Nate worked remote as a software engineer. Life felt finally balanced. Then came the Carvers. Mark and Jenna Carver bought 2216 the month after we settled in. Mark was mid-40s, loud laugh, contractor by trade, always in cargo shorts and work boots even on weekends. Jenna was quieter, smiled politely, but rarely spoke. They had no kids, no pets, just a black pickup and a Harley that Mark rode too fast on the cul-de-sac. At first, they seemed normal. We exchanged hellos over the fence. I brought them muffins when they moved in. Mark fixed our leaky faucet once without asking. But Mark hated quiet. It started small. Power tools at 7 a.m. on Saturdays, circular saws, hammers, drills. We shrugged it off. He was renovating. Houses need work. Then the hours crept later. 9 p.m. drills, midnight sanders. Nate would politely knock, ask if everything was okay. Mark would grin. Just finishing up, buddy. Won't be long. It always was. Lila started waking again. Not colic, not teething. The house itself vibrated. Plaster dust sifted from ceiling corners. Nate installed white noise machines, blackout curtains, earplugs for us. Nothing helped. By month 3, Lila was up every 90 minutes, screaming. I cried in the shower. Nate's work suffered. We argued over stupid things. I tried talking to Jenna. She answered the door in yoga pants, hair in a messy bun. I'm sorry, she said softly. He's particular about his projects. Her eyes flicked toward the garage like she was checking if Mark was listening. She took the plate of cookies I brought, but never invited me in. Then came the walls. Our home shared a party wall, the master bedroom on our side, Mark's workshop on theirs. One Tuesday at 2:47 a.m., a drill bit punched through drywall inches from my headboard. I screamed. Nate bolted upright. Lila wailed. We ran to the shared wall and heard Mark laughing on the other side. Oops, sorry neighbors, thought this was my side. He never apologized in person. The next night it happened again. Same spot, same laugh. We called the police non-emergency line. Officer showed up at 4 a.m., spoke to Mark who claimed accidental overdrill. No charges. Civil matter, the cop said. Talk to your HOA. The HOA board president was Mark's poker buddy. We installed soundproofing foam. It muffled but didn't stop the vibrations. Lila developed night terrors, screaming, thrashing, inconsolable. Our pediatrician prescribed melatonin. I started researching sleep consultants. Nate looked into sound dampened drywall. We were spending thousands to live in our own home. Mark escalated. He began testing stereo speakers against the wall, bass-heavy rock at odd hours, metal music, construction podcast at full volume. Once he played a looped recording of power tools for 6 straight hours while we were home. I recorded it, posted in the neighborhood Facebook group. Anyone else hearing this? Starting to affect our baby. 3 people liked it. No comments. Jenna stopped answering the door. I snapped one afternoon, knocked on their front door at 3 p.m. Mark answered shirtless, beer in hand. What's up, Mia? Your noise is hurting my daughter, I said, voice shaking. We can't sleep. She has terrors. Please stop. He leaned on the frame. It's my house. I work odd hours. You chose to have a kid. Not my problem. I walked away before I said something I would regret. That night, Nate and I sat on the couch after Lila finally crashed. "We can't sell," he said. "We'd lose money, and where would we go with a baby?" "We fight back," I whispered. I started researching. Not lawyers, too slow, too expensive. Not the police, proven useless. I went deeper. Acoustic resonance, infrasound, frequency weapons, old military experiments on non-lethal sound, homebrew infrasound generators, low-frequency waves below 20 hertz, felt more than heard, cause nausea, anxiety, dread, used in ghost-haunting hoaxes, could rattle bones. I found schematics on obscure forms, bought parts, subwoofers, amplifiers, signal generators, PVC pipes for resonators. Nate, the engineer, built it in the garage over 2 weekends. We tuned it to 7 to 19 hertz, peak human discomfort range, placed the main driver against the shared wall, hidden behind a bookshelf, ran tests at low volume during the day. Lila slept through it. We felt nothing. Mark felt everything. First night, 1:30 a.m. We activated the device on a timer. Low rumble, barely audible. On his side, it would feel like the house was breathing, like something heavy walking the attic, like distant thunder inside the walls. He lasted 40 minutes before the music stopped. Next night, same time, longer duration. We added a slow pulse every 7 seconds, a deep thump like a heartbeat. Mark started leaving lights on all night. By week 2, he was complaining online. Anyone else hearing weird noises in their house, like a growl or something? Neighbors joked about ghosts. Mark posted security cam clips of his empty basement. Nothing visible. Comments, maybe radon. Check for animals. He hired an exterminator, then a structural engineer. They found nothing. We escalated frequency slightly, added directional infrasound aimed at his bedroom. Reports online say prolonged exposure causes disorientation, paranoia, heart palpitations. Mark's truck started leaving earlier. He looked haggard at the mailbox. Jenna stopped going outside. One Thursday at 4 a.m., he pounded on our door. Nate answered in pajamas. Mark was red-faced, sweating. "Something's in the walls," he said. "I hear it every night. It's driving me crazy." Nate kept his voice calm. "We haven't heard anything. Maybe get the house checked again." Mark stared past him into our dark hallway. "You don't get it. It's personal, like it's targeting me." Nate closed the door slowly. We turned the device off for 3 days. Let him think it stopped. Then turned it back on. Stronger, irregular pattern. Sometimes silence for hours, then sudden blasts. Mark started sleeping in his truck. Neighbors noticed. Jenna moved out for a week, said she was visiting family. When she returned, she looked thinner. The final phase. We added recorded elements. Subtle whispers under the infrasound, barely perceptible. Names. Mark. Stop. Leave. Looped at inaudible levels but felt in the subconscious. He cracked on a Tuesday. 2:17 a.m. Our doorbell rang continuously. Nate opened to find Mark on the porch in boxers, eyes wild, holding a flashlight. "It's you," he said. "I know it's you. The noises, the voices, make it stop." Nate recorded on his phone, hidden in his pocket. "We don't know what you're talking about," Nate said. "Maybe you're stressed. You should see someone." Mark lunged forward. Nate stepped back. Mark froze, then collapsed on the steps, sobbing. "I can't sleep. I can't think. Jenna left for good last week. The house is haunted. Please, just stop." Nate crouched. "If something's bothering you, maybe move. Fresh start." Mark looked up, broken. "I can't afford to sell. Mortgage upside down. Renovate costs." Nate paused. "We could help. Cash offer. Below market. Quick close. You walk away clean." Mark stared. We closed 30 days later. He took the loss. Moved to an apartment 2 towns over. No garage, no walls to drill. We never turned the device on again. Lila sleeps through the night now. Our cakes sell out weekly. Nate built a soundproof nursery. Sometimes late at night, I walk past the empty house, new owners painting, laughing. No idea what came before. I touch the shared wall, feel nothing. Then I whisper. Some noises fade fast. But silence? I smile. Silence echoes forever.